everybody, I'm Leah of seejanedrill, and today's video is about these guys right here. Now what I have is I have my plastering, masonry, and drywall tools, and as you can see they need a really good cleaning up. Now some of the tools, like my finish trowel here, this is my plaster finish trowel, mostly it's just surface rust. We need to get that off of there. And my midget trowel, that's what this is. Same thing, just some surface rust we need to take care of. But when you back up to this guy right here, this is my hawk. I've got a buildup of plaster, and we need to remove this. Now, we don't have to worry about surface rust on a hawk because a hawk generally is made out of a metal that doesn't rust. So the fact that the tools are made out of different materials, how we clean them, may differ slightly. But what is unique and the same about all these tools is they spend a great deal of time in water. And because of that, I'm going to show you how to clean them up, bring them back to life, get rid of that surface rust. And I want to thank our sponsor, WD-40, for making that all possible. So let's get started. Okay, before you get started, it might be a good idea to put cardboard over your table. If it's a table you want to protect, I want to protect my table, so I'm using cardboard. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to divide our tools into two groups, okay? Remember I said that depending upon what your tool is made of, the cleaning process is different. So this is surface rust here. This tool is surface rust, and this is surface rust. These tools are going to be cleaned very differently than the remaining tools. So what I'm doing here is I've submerged my tools in water. I'm going to let them soak overnight. And now I'm just adding a box of baking soda to the water, because what that's going to do is it's going to help lift that dried plaster off the tools and make it easier for me to clean. Okay, so it's been sitting overnight. Now it comes time to clean up our tools. Before we can start removing some of the rust, we got to get that plaster off of there. So why don't we do this? Why don't we take out the worst tool, which was the hawk. Now just make certain that the tool that you use to scrape it down with, it has a little bit of an edge to it. It'll make the process go a lot easier. Okay, so let's just rinse this off a little bit so we can really see what we're working with here. Now what I have here is a scouring pad with water. Make certain you dampen it first. The tool itself should still be damp. And now we're just going to knock down what we weren't able to get off with the scraper. This was in the baking soda bath. If you can see, the blade cleaned up very nice, the wood cleaned up nice, but this metal here, well, it's rusted, and it's rusted very badly. So I've sprayed WD-40 rust release penetrant on this tool here. Even though the wood is cleaned up well and the blade is cleaned up well, this is kind of unsightly. Here. I have plaster here on this handle. I want to remove all that. I'm going to just sand it off. Now overall, I'm very happy with the way the tool's cleaned up. But I want to draw your attention to this tool right here. If you remember, this was the tool that had heavy rust. And well, there's a little bit of pitting there. You see these black marks? To really remove those, you have to remove a layer of the metal. I'd have to put it on a grinder, get real aggressive with it. But the truth is, this metal is kind of thin, And I didn't feel comfortable doing that, when all I really care about is the condition of the blade. Now that I've got my tools clean, now comes time to lubricate them. Now the tools that you see here, these are the tools that are prone to rust. I'm going to cover up my handle because my handle's nice and clean. So you want to spray it liberally, top and bottom, and then just wipe it off pretty quickly. And now the tool is ready to store. This is Leah saying, you can do this. See you next time.